Arkansas will have a new protocol for students when it comes to a quarantine. New guidelines will let kids keep going to class even if they have close contact with a positive case. Teachville 11's Ashley Godwin is at the Capitol with the steps kids will need to take to avoid missing school.
The governor said the ultimate goal is to get as many people vaccinated, get herd immunity into our schools, but there are some new changes that could keep students in the classroom even if they get near someone who tests positive for COVID.
We want to do that because we want to have continued learning and not to have learning gaps during the course of this year.
Governor Hutchinson announced a couple new protocols that will allow students to stay in school even if they are near someone with COVID-19. One of the changes will do away with quarantining. If 70% of staff and students within a school are fully vaccinated, quarantines are not required when someone tests positive.
That includes 70% of staff and students fully vaccinated in a particular school, not a district, and it is of the entire population of the school, not just those that will be eligible.
And the governor announced a new pilot program where unvaccinated students can avoid quarantining after they are exposed. Here's how it works. After the exposure, the unvaccinated student just has to test negative and wear a mask. Then they can go to school as usual.
The rapid test, we have, I believe, 100,000 of those in our current inventory. So it's a first come, first serve with those rapid tests with our schools.
As the cases across the state are declining, we're seeing that reflected in our schools.
Secretary Key says there are around 2,100 active cases in our schools, about 1/5 of the total active cases in the state. It's a 500 case decline from last week's report. And while some Arkansas schools have had to pivot to virtual this year because of COVID, none had to pivot this week.
Compared to last year, it's been a much lower number.
Governor Hutchinson, the First Lady, and Health Secretary Dr. Romero got their boosters at the press conference. Governor Hutchinson said he wanted to set an example to show how important it is to get vaccinated. At the Capitol, I'm Ashley Godwin.